These are not your typical jeans. They're absolutely just like elevated, an elevated pair of jeans, trousers, if you will. $44.99 is the clearance price. These were $73. Today you're saving $28. Let me show these colors that they come in. This is the rinse, which is the dark wash right here. This is medium wash. Look at these. Oh my gosh, so pretty. Sage. Wow. If I want to be really coordinated, I would wear that with my whole outfit. And then here is gardenia. So we have also regular and petite lengths, 28 inches on the regular, 25 inches on the petite, and the numeric sizing 0 through 28. I love these jeans, Bitsy. Like, I don't even know if I should call them jeans. They just look like an elegant trouser.
Don't they? And I love this sort of the styling of this. This is a very comfortable woven denim made of 70% cotton, 28% poly, 2% spandex. I love the angled slash pockets. Again, not going to create any bulk because they're not on the side seam. Full button zip fly there with our branded Joan Rivers gorgeous sort of bronzed button. We did give you belt loops, so if you want to tuck in maybe the blouse that I've got on, wear a belt, you can do that. For reference, I have these on in a size 8 in the regular length, and I'm 5'6", so they come right. I did cuff them once. Let me
okay,
uncuff
nice.
that. I just did one little turn, so they feel great. They're stretching. They're moving with me. They have the polish, as you mentioned, as a trouser, especially in the gardenia, which, hello, look at this.
Oh, my goodness.
Are you going to a white party?
Yes,
this
you
is
are.
What you could wear.
You're going to a summer soiree. Yeah,
yes.
Really, really gorgeous. I love that. Now, in the title, these are called vintage denim. So is there like a throwback to the style?
I think it almost is more about how they feel. So they feel maybe a little bit like you've broken them in. There's not a stiffness that you might associate with new denim. So
that's
a really
nice. You're
just
right.
Classic fit. Even on the back, we have those gorgeous functional pockets with a little embroidered bumblebee, but there's like two stitches in the pocket, a really nice sort of, again, trouser-like. I was presenting these the other night with Sean, and we were kind of saying, you know, these give me Veronica's beard vibes. You know, that's a very expensive pair of jeans.
Oh my God. You wouldn't, her jeans at the mall are $300, but this is certainly giving that vibe. It really is. Truly. And they fit so nice on you, Bitsy. They look fantastic. So let's talk about the stretch in these, because they don't look like they would be stretchy, but they are. Quite a bit.
You don't need a... Oh, go on.
Yeah, 64 cotton, 14 poly, and then 2% span. There you go.
Which doesn't sound like a lot, but spandex is one of those fabrications that just a touch is really all you need. These do sit at your natural waist. So in terms of being like on the scope of denim, these are a little bit more sophisticated. They're not low waist. They don't look casual. They have a real beautiful polished vibe. If you're going somewhere where denim is sort of frowned upon, in the gardenia, in the sage, they don't necessarily even read like denim. Of course, we're going to give you the rinse wash and then that medium wash, and you could certainly get the vibe of a true denim if you'd like. And then numeric sizing. That gives you even a greater ability to get the perfect fit for you.
Yeah.
And then, of course,
and that is QVC
lengths.
sizing, right? So what do we need to know about how to shop for our size?
If you're not familiar with your size in the Classics collection, but you do a lot of shopping with Denim Company or Susan Graber or even Kim Gravel, we're all within that same sizing group. So if you're familiar with your size in those brands, I would venture to say you could stick with those same sizes. If you need more specifics, every garment on QVC.com has literal garment measurements. That'll tell you the distance between here, the distance between here. I mean, you can get really, this is like seamstress level information. If you just need to know the length, 28 and 25 accordingly. And if you're, say, like a small, you're typically probably like a 4 to a 6. I'm skewing on the 8s. So figure out what size works best for you. But if you're in that size numeric or alphanumerically, you typically are in a range of 2 sizes when we go numeric. So that's giving you even more choices to get the best fit for you. And that's especially important when you're talking about like a gardenia jean. You don't want them to be too tight, but you don't want them to be, too roomy either.
All right. This is the medium wash. Here's rinse. This is sage. Here is gardenia. And then we have regular and petite lengths. You're saving $28 today. $44.99 is the clearance price. 868-5040 is the item number. All right, here's the info on the